Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name's FPV1. Today I'm filming this whole thing on the Action 2. It's going to be an interesting attempt. Finally upgraded, probably the final time, my Hackintosh, my PC desktop just over here. I have got this big boy, this chonker, just through from CEX Computer Exchange. Also got a PSU power supply. I went to the post office with my bag expecting to be able to fit it in. I can't even lift it up. It just seems everything's going chonkers on me. This was the box for the PSU. Massive. So I'm going to unwrap this one, and I'm also going to take the 6600 XT off and fit this bad boy and do some tests. I've written down a little thing that I want to do whilst filming on the Action 2. I want to see if the Hackintosh works straight away with the 6900 XT, which it says it does. And I want to try out the speed of the H.264 exporting and the H.265 and do a noise level test. Now I have got this studio light in the background which has a fan that's kind of noisy, so I will have to turn that off. I'm going to use a sound device to record and see how the sound compares between the PSU. I have an EVGA one, I think it's 550 watt, and then it's going to be going to the 850 watt, which I will show you now. Check this out for safety packaging. That is a whole big box and a lot of plastic for this thing, which actually is fairly heavy and fairly big. The chonkers, look at that. What the hell? We have this Seasonic 850 chonkers, hoping this bad boy can keep the GPU, the 6900 XT MSI, going. And I hope this thing works secondhand off Computer Exchange. So let's get it installed, get the case off of my computer, and also, let's see what's inside this bad boy. Zip ties, power supply. I am so excited for this. This is a modular power supply, my first ever modular power supply. I wish I could have afforded it the first time round. 550 EVGA, and it has all the cables flying off it, which you will see in a second. But I am excited. It's also got, which I'm super excited about, a ultra quiet. It's got a hybrid mode. I'm going to fire this one up with the 6600 XT. I'm going to do a quick sound test. I'm going to try and do like maybe a 2-minute export, H.264, H.265, write down the times for that, sound test, and then on to swapping these over and getting these two installed. The light fan is more noisy than the computer fan at the moment, but I've just turned it on. It is booted up, and this is my original spec. Take the housing off. So yeah, I'll do a test with it on, and I'll do a test without it on. I have just turned off my studio light, so now the lighting is terrible. But this is as loud as my computer is without any load, with the PSU and the GPU, original 6600 XT and the EVGA 550. This is FPV1 from the future. I'm just doing the edit now, and I accidentally put this on 4 dB. It goes 0 to 10, and it wasn't actually loud enough. But just to tell you for free, I do a sound test with the 6900 XT later on. The 6600 XT with the old EVGA PSU was a lot louder. The new PSU, the Seasonic one, has a silent mode, which is just a blessing. So when I'm not using my hard drives and I'm not using anything graphically intense, the system is practically silent, and it's brilliant. I absolutely love it. And I do have the budget Thermalright CPU cooler as well, which is fairly decent for, I think it's like 20 quid on Amazon. So that's the audio test out the way for the 6600 XT. Doing a quick benchmark with the 6600 XT in Blender, because that's why I've upgraded for 3D work. So it's currently undergoing operations, testing the launcher. Look at the size difference between the 6600 XT and the 6900 XT. That's amazing. It's so big. Going to be interesting once it's in there. Got a little support that I made for my 6600 XT, but that's nothing compared to this beast. Blender test is just finishing up. I'm going to see. There we go. So that's not what I was expecting, but we'll be able to save this and compare it to the 6900 XT. Monster 389, Junk Shot 266, Classroom 223. Just set up a client project. I'm going to export 10 seconds. I hope it doesn't take too long. H.264's in, 9 minutes and 18 seconds for these 10-second render. So that's almost a minute per second of render time for this project. And this next one, oh, they're 4K timelines as well. And this next one is just starting. H.265, so we will see how that does, which generally it's been slower. I mean, it's saying it's going to be as quick at the moment, which is interesting. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. The results are in. I swear usually it's the other way around, so I don't know whether I've done something wrong, but it's saying that H.265 in this instance for 10 seconds has taken, at 4K 25 frames a second, has taken 7 minutes and 4 seconds. So I don't know why. Usually when I use my 6600 XT to export H.265, it's usually a lot longer, so I don't understand that. I'll just get a GPU stress tester and I will show you the sound of this one under max load. Okay, final thing. Currently sat about, I don't know even if it is a meter, but about a meter away from the computer. And it's on stress test. I'm on mprep.info GPU. It's been running for 3 minutes and it is fairly noisy. And this is where I'm sat, where I would usually be sat working. The screen's in front of me. And then if we go a little bit closer, this is with the side off as well, actually. So now I'm going to change it over. I've just been getting my cables ready whilst I was doing the video testing, and we are going to install the PSU, the new GPU, and hope this works straight out of the box on Hackintosh and that a second-hand GPU works. One of the main things that I'm interested in is this side panel here. An absolute mess back here of cables and all sorts of things. So I'm hoping that the modular makes it a little bit tidier. This is FPV wiring from the future. I'm just doing an edit. I realised I left this out of the main edit. This is like a week later. And the cable management on the modular. This is the cable management on the modular. It's still a little bit more messy than I'd like it, but this is as tidy as I have managed to get it. And not as fewer cables as I thought it would be, to be honest with you. The back is still a nightmare to put on. I've just taken it off for this purpose. It's going to take me half an hour now to put the back on, because that's a difficult sentence, to put the back on. But this is the back with the cable management, and it's still kind of messy, I think, compared to what I used to have, because you couldn't see any cables. It was all in the back, and now you've got this. So I've sorted out the GPU cables here, and then you've got these cables here, which are quite obvious, and they go out to the back. Not as impressed as I thought I was going to be with modular. Still a lot better than having all the cables, but I thought it was going to be loads easier, and it's not. So back to the video. The original PSU 500 watts EVGA. I can see why people spend more on modular. It's like a blimmin' spider web of cables. So goodbye EVGA, you served me well. And now on to fitting the other one. PSU is in. Wow. And I'm trying to do some cable management at the moment. It's just a nightmare. So difficult to bend new cables. Oh, there she goes. My 6600 XT, you've been amazing. I've done lots of work with this one, but look at the size difference. This is incredible. Oh my goodness, it's chonkers, look at it. That's crazy. 6600 XT, 6900 XT, I can tell you the weight difference just holding it. That's heavy. So much bigger. And I'm going to put this one in now and clean this one up. This one's going to go onto a good home. But yeah, we're going to get this bad boy in now.
A few moments later.
Oh my goodness, it's back. That's been maybe about an hour later. A lot longer than I was expecting it to be. But this is now shaping up to look pretty good. So we've got the new GPU in there. I will do some cable management and the new PSU. So here it goes, moment of truth. Pray to the Lord that it works. I need to turn it on the back. Oh, it's straight away started up. I can already tell that oh, we're getting post. That is a lot quieter. Yeah, that's way quieter. I don't believe it. It has booted straight in to the Hackintosh. Wow, the cat's happy, I'm happy, I can't believe it. It's all running well. I haven't had to touch any of OpenCore. Hackintosh is straight in. Let's have a quick peek, shall we, about this Mac. There it is, 6900 XT. The GPU's stress test has been running for 3 minutes. It's not even come on that loud. I'm sure the 6600 XT was a lot louder, but I don't know whether it's stressing it enough or amazing. Next test I'm going to do is the export on DaVinci Resolve. Wondering where the bobble hat went. I got really hot and frustrated because it was really difficult to fit all the wiring and cables in. Way harder than I was expecting. So bobble hat back on. I'm cold again. It's got late. It's been snowing as a time reference to when I did this. It's all looking like it's working. Got to sort out the cables. A lot less cables being modular. I've got to like sort out 2 cables instead of like 900 that was in that absolute nest. We're going to just hit redo on these 2. Render all and see what happens. So we've got 9 and 8 minutes. Let's go. I'm going to do a quick fan off test, and this is with nothing running, and it's raining outside. And guess what? You can hear the rain. But this is where I'd sit with the case off. And I think the rain's louder because there's no fan on the GPU and there's no fan on the PSU whilst nothing's happening. So it's super quiet. This is right next to it. And again, I think the rain and the hail outside is louder. Excited, that's nice. I like quietness. Cable management. I've tidied up the cables, got rid of the cables. Wow, it's really hailing outside. Got rid of the cables, now it's looking nice and tidy. That took an absolute energy to get all that sorted out. Let's see how quickly it does it. Oh my god, it's saying 2 minutes. I don't think it's going to be 2 minutes. Oh my god, this is crazy. So this is H.264. I think I might even be able to do this whilst I'm talking to you, because it's saying 1 minute and 30 seconds. I think it was like 7 minutes on there. Fans are kicking in a little bit, but I mean, I've got the voice recorder going. It's inaudible. That's crazy. And it's got the side panel off as well, and this is right next to it. I don't even understand, but the PSU's not even kicking in, which does worry me. But that's amazing. I might have to turn the PSU silent fan off, because I don't know whether it's working with the Hackintosh or maybe it's just not getting warm enough. It is freezing cold. But I can't believe that. That is rad. That's so cool. Oh, it's gone up a little bit. We're on... Oh, okay, it's saying 5 minutes remaining, so we'll see. We'll see. I'll be back. Okay, so it wasn't as crazy as I thought it was, but it's still faster. 5 minutes and 23 seconds for H.264. This is now with the fan on the PSU, and this is now running, like, it's rendering something. I think that my hard drive caddy is louder than this. It's very good. I'm very impressed. And now we're on H.265. It's going to be interesting to see how it does. So I'll be back. No rain at the moment, and this is how loud it is. This is how loud it is with the fan on the PSU now. I've turned off silent mode just in case, because it's a Hackintosh. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, dead silent. I have only got the gain on 4 though, not 10. So it's going to be interesting in comparison to my voice and how loud it is on there. The computer's finished rendering, and I can't believe it. So H.264, 5 minutes 23, a lot faster, and I can't believe the H.265, 3 minutes and 22 seconds. 3 minutes and 22 seconds, that's brilliant. I love H.265, 10-bit colour, better compression, 3 minutes. I'm so excited to see exporting long format stuff for my business and seeing if it's if it's a lot faster, because that's the whole reason of upgrading this, is to save me time. Not sure I was able to run the benchmark for the 6900 XT, so I'll just run it now. And it is the following. So we've got Monster 1126, Junk Shop 612, and Classroom 505. Pretty sure that's a lot more than the 6600 XT. So I'll do a comparison now, put up the numbers, but I'm sure it's a lot less than that. The stress test has been running now for 3 minutes. It's not silent, but it's very quiet. And that's with the case off. There's no point in doing the case on, because I know it's already quieter than the 6600 XT. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And that's the fan on with the PSU as well. I need to tidy up these cables at the top here. Look at it. It's gorgeous. I can't believe that. Massive. A lot of energy usage, but should be good for a few years. Blender, 3D, video editing. I'm excited. I'm excited to get stuck in. I'm now going to try and do Edge TX on my controller, which I should probably film as well. That's probably another bloody video, but there we go. I hope everyone enjoyed that. Random on the DJI. What can I say? Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Apologies, it's computers, but I thought I'd just throw it up there anyway, because this used to be a technology channel for like 2 days. Thank you ever so much. 6900 XT. I probably said it wrong a few times there.